Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been considered one of Hollywood's golden couples. Their whirlwind romance, sparked in the mid-1990s on the set of All My Children, blossomed into a marriage that has endured nearly 3 decades. From raising 3 children together to co-hosting Live with Kelly and Mark, the duo has seamlessly blended their professional and personal lives. Yet, behind their enviable partnership lies a lesser-known chapter, a brief but heartbreaking breakup that almost altered the course of their love story. Recently, Consuelos opened up with unflinching honesty about that agonizing split. His revelations provide a rare glimpse into the fragility, resilience, and enduring strength of one of television's most beloved unions. The fairy tale beginning. The story began in 1995 when Mark Consuelos auditioned for the role of Mateo Santos on All My Children. At the time, Kelly Ripa was already a fan favorite, portraying the spirited Haley Vaughn. Consuelos has often joked that he knew he wanted to marry Ripa the moment he laid eyes on her. Ripa, too, felt a magnetic pull. Their on-screen chemistry quickly spilled off-screen, sparking a romance that seemed almost destined. "We just clicked," Ripa once said. "It was like we had known each other forever." Within a year, the pair stunned fans by eloping in Las Vegas in 1996. No lavish gowns, no television cameras, just 2 young actors in love. The decision was spontaneous, impulsive, and, as both later admitted, very them. The hidden struggle, but the path to forever wasn't as effortless as it seemed. Fame, youth, and the pressures of building careers weighed heavily on them. And as Consuelos now admits, there was a pivotal moment when the relationship nearly collapsed. "We broke up," he revealed, pausing as though the words still carried weight even decades later. "It was agonizing, it was painful, and it was real." According to Consuelos, the split happened just before their wedding, a short-lived rupture that nonetheless left deep impressions on both. "We were young, we were scared, and the pressure felt enormous. I wasn't sure if I was ready for forever. And so, we walked away from each other, at least for a little while." Kelly's heartache. For Ripa, the breakup was devastating. Friends recall her being blindsided by the separation, unsure of what had gone wrong. "I thought we were on the same page," she later shared. "When Mark said he wasn't sure, it crushed me. It felt like my future had suddenly vanished." But even in heartbreak, Ripa held onto an unshakable belief that their story wasn't over. "Deep down, I always knew he was the one," she admitted. "Even when we were apart, I never stopped feeling connected to him." The turning point. The split didn't last long, just a few days, though at the time it felt much longer. During their separation, Consuelos realized the gravity of what he had walked away from. "It was like an alarm went off in my head," he explained. "I thought, what am I doing? I love this woman, I can't let her go." His epiphany came not in a grand, cinematic gesture but in quiet reflection. Consuelos described pacing his small apartment, replaying moments with Ripa, and confronting his own fears of commitment. "I wasn't running from Kelly," he said. "I was running from my own insecurities. Once I realized that, everything shifted." The reconciliation. The very next day, Consuelos showed up at Ripa's door. "I knocked, and when she opened, I just blurted out, 'Let's get married.'" Ripa, still nursing the sting of their breakup, hesitated for only a moment before saying yes. "It wasn't about the hurt anymore," she said. "It was about the love. I knew, and he knew. We were meant to be." Within a week, they were in Las Vegas, standing in front of an Elvis impersonator, sealing their fate. What had nearly ended before it began was reborn stronger than ever. The aftermath of heartbreak. Though brief, the breakup left an indelible mark. Consuelos described it as the most agonizing experience of my life, a wound that taught him lessons about vulnerability, love, and courage. "It was a wake-up call," he confessed. "I realized how easily I could lose the best thing that ever happened to me. That fear of losing her never really left, and in a way, it's kept me grounded." Ripa, too, has reflected on the importance of that moment. "It was terrible at the time," she admitted, "but it forced us to grow. We had to face the truth about what we wanted and who we were. Building a life together." From that point forward, Ripa and Consuelos have been nearly inseparable. Their marriage became a model of balance. She, the quick-witted television host with a knack for storytelling, he, the steady, charming actor with an undercurrent of passion. Together, they raised 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, while navigating demanding careers. And though their lives often placed them in the spotlight, they found ways to keep their bond private and sacred. Ripa has often credited Consuelos for being her anchor. "Mark has this calm presence," she explained. "He's my safe place." Meanwhile, Consuelos remains enamored with his wife. "Kelly is the most beautiful, brilliant woman I've ever met," he said. "Every day, I thank God I didn't let her slip away when I almost did." Going public with their story. For years, the couple kept their near breakup private, choosing instead to focus on the joy of their marriage. But as they grew older, and especially as they began co-hosting live together, they became more open about the highs and lows of their journey. On several occasions, they have joked about the split, though always with tenderness. Ripa once teased her husband, saying, "You broke up with me before our wedding, but look who came crawling back." Consuelos, laughing, replied, "Best decision I ever made." Their willingness to share the painful moments alongside the happy ones has only deepened fans' admiration. As one viewer commented online, "They're proof that real love isn't perfect. It's messy, it's hard, but it's worth it." Lessons in love. What makes their story so resonant is its humanity. In a world where celebrity romances often burn fast and fade quickly, Ripa and Consuelos embody resilience. Their brief breakup serves as a reminder that love isn't defined by perfection but by persistence. Consuelos himself summarized the lesson best: "Sometimes you have to break to realize what you can't live without. That's what happened with Kelly and me. That short separation showed me that my life only made sense with her in it." A love that endures. Today, as they approach 3 decades of marriage, the couple remains as strong as ever. Their playful banter on live, their devotion to their children, and their unwavering support for each other are testaments to a bond forged not only in joy but also in pain. Consuelos often reflects on how close he came to losing it all. "I think about that time a lot," he admitted. "I don't regret it, because it taught me what love really is. But I also know I never want to go through it again." Ripa, ever the quick-witted partner, likes to sum it up differently: "He broke up with me, and I still married him. So technically, I win." Epilogue. Beyond the split. In the end, their story is less about the breakup itself and more about what it represents: a moment of vulnerability that ultimately strengthened their union. Consuelos' candid reflections peel back the glossy veneer of celebrity romance to reveal something far more relatable: 2 young people who stumbled, faltered, and nearly lost everything, only to discover that their love was unshakable. Their agonizing split was, paradoxically, the very thing that ensured they would never split again.